Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Long Dark. We are here at our gas station, and if you remember correctly, we made that long trek for coal the last time we did this. I believe that was the last episode we did. So we're going to go here to the workbench. I picked up some different stuff. I want to see if I can what all I need to make the traps, because I want to make some traps. See, lion, I need cured gut. Traps I want to make to try to catch the rabbits. Once I get several traps set up, it'll be real easy. These snares. Okay, I need cured gut and reclaimed wood. I have the reclaimed wood, but I need some of these guts to be cured. So I'm going to go ahead and put the wood here in the drawer so I know where it is when I come back to make my traps. I have gut laying on the floor that just has to cure. Alright, so we are outside. We are going to go out today and try to find some more meat. That's my mission on this episode, is to get as much meat as possible. Whether it's through fishing, or what I'd like to do is get me a bunch of rabbits. I'm going to take this stone because I might throw it and hit a rabbit in the head. But ideally I'd like to get... There's a wolf. Let me get my gun out. Just in case that wolf feels frisky. I'll put a round in his ass and he won't feel frisky no more. But we're going to go this way because he is over there. Because I don't want to tangle with a wolf, because I don't think I can kill a wolf with this pistol. I don't know for sure, but I don't think so. And it's not something I really want to test right yet. I might, before the end of the episode, shoot a wolf with the pistol and see what happens, because now I'm wondering. But first we're going to... Oh, look. That looks like a deer. I wonder if there's any meat left on it. Wolves must have killed it or something. This wasn't here yesterday. Well, I can still get 1.4 kilograms of meat. I can take the hide and 2 guts. Hell yeah. So we're definitely doing that. 1 hour and 17 minutes is what it's going to take. So we are going to do that so we have the food. That's good. We just got a decent amount of meat there. Not a whole lot. It's about a pound. But, hey, in a survival situation, you take what you can get, right? You might say, well, dude, that's gross. That deer was laying there dead. You don't know how long it's been there. Why would you eat that? Well, in a situation like this, where you're trying to survive, you have to kind of take chances sometimes. Now, you don't want to eat something that's been sitting out in the heat for a long period of time, because that's not going to be good for you. Because there's a lot of stuff that's going to grow in that that's not going to be healthy. But in this environment, it was frozen solid, it said. So it's just like taking meat and throwing it in the freezer, really. Now, granted, it's nowhere near as clean, obviously, because wolves have been gnawing on it. And it's probably got dirt and leaves, crap like that in it, but I can always rinse it off and cook it really, really well done to kill any parasites. So in a situation like this, that would be a risk that I would be willing to take, simply because that's a lot of good protein for you. That could really keep you alive. And with it being as cold as it is here, I don't think that you'd have to worry too much about getting sick from eating it. Something's been living in here. This is like a den of some sort. Probably a bear is what I would guess. Might be the wolves too, but most likely it's a bear. So we're going to keep our eyes open for that, because that's definitely not something I want to run into. Because I know I can't kill a bear with this pistol. So we're up on this little island up here in the middle of the lake. I came over here because I saw a house when I came out here fishing up here. And I wanted to come check out this house. That looks like old man's beard. It is old man's beard. Okay, so I can make bandages out of this. That's really cool. This is also in a real survival situation. You can do the same thing, make bandages if you want. But also, that is an excellent fire starter. That makes a really good tinder. It'll take a spark and it will get your fire going. As long as it's dry. I mean, if it's wet, then you really don't want to do that. But if it's dry, then that's something you can use. Now, you can take it if it's wet, and you can sit it beside the fire and let it dry out. And then keep it dry, and that makes really good tinder for you. I don't think I can use it on the game as tinder. I think on the game it's only used for bandaging. But we'll take it, because it's a natural resource that we can make bandages out of and not have to waste our cloth. Bandages are used if you're like, if you're walking and you are overloaded, overburdened, and you sprain your ankle or something, you put a bandage on and it heals it. And because I tend to be overburdened a lot on this game, I carry a lot of gear, and I'm always looting places, it's probably a good idea to have one or two of those on me. They're not very heavy, so... Alright, so we're going to loot this house and see what we can find. Get some lantern fuel, that's always good. Ragged fleece mittens, we'll use that for cloth to repair other things. Let's see what's in here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. A windbreaker. I'll take that. It's awful dark in this house. Looks like there's nothing on the shelves. A lot of times on those shelves and stuff you'll find matches. So you always want to check. It's worth a look. More newspaper. Here's a grape soda.
Excellent.
44%. I'm going to go ahead and drink that. I need to hydrate anyway. Alright, let's see what's in the fridge. We got water bottle. And in the freezer, moldy rainbow trout. Nice.
Something.
Sucks that it's moldy, but I'm sure we'll be able to salvage some meat out of that. Here's a decent windbreaker. Definitely take that. It's in this cabinet. Another soda. We'll take it. Nothing in the microwave.
Thank goodness.
Go energy drink. I'll take that. Those are really good banged up pork and beans. Ugh, 28%. Leave that crap there. There's no way I'm taking that. That'll definitely make me sick. But those energy drinks are really good for when you are really, really tired and trying to get back to your base. You can drink that and you can drink coffee, and it'll kind of pep you up a little bit, give you a little bit more time before you collapse. And that, believe it or not, can save your life sometimes. Because if you get too tired on the game, you get to a certain point where you'll just collapse. And it doesn't really matter where you're at. If you're out in the snow, you're out in the snow. And you just collapse, and then pretty much you're going to die. So it's very important to make sure that you rest so that you don't run out of stamina. I'm going to go ahead and break this down. That scrap metal is important for repairing my tools and also for making fish hooks. And fish is going to be a long-term, there's some cooked rabbit, a long-term strategy for us because you also get lantern fuel from fish, from the oil from fish when you cook it. And lantern fuel is something that you definitely want to keep replenishing because you're going to have to be able to see when you're going down into different mines and stuff like that. Some people will use it inside the houses too because it's kind of dark in here, but I don't know. I think that's kind of a waste. Now, at some point when I get a tremendous amount of it, I might do that as well, but I got to find a hatchet. But for right now, I don't have enough lantern fuel to be wasting it.
That'll come in handy.
Worn driving gloves. Nothing in there. Ragged dress shirt. See, in the bedrooms of these houses is where you're going to find, hey, an old cup of tea, where you're going to find a lot of the clothing. And that's important for layering up your character. And even the stuff that you're not going to wear because it's not as good as what you already have, you can break all that stuff down to get cloth. And some of the shoes you can even break down to get leather as well, which is really good. It's a thin wool sweater. Now, in a real survival situation, you want to take all that stuff if you can wear it, because you can layer many, many layers and keep yourself a lot warmer at night. But you're only allowed so many layers on the game. There's a hell of a lot of soda in this house, and all of it sucks. I'm going to go ahead and drink that because it's only 30%. That's not going to last. Let's see what's in the medicine box.
I better take this food.
Energy bar, I'll take that. There's a bandage, that's good. Nothing in the tub. Let's get some toilet water. It's everybody's favorite. I think I'm going to leave it there because I already got enough stuff. And the strategy behind that is if I'm out here on the lake fishing or hunting and a blizzard comes, I can get to this house fairly quickly. And that way there's water here if I'm thirsty. If I don't have a lot of water on me, then I have water here that I can use. That's the idea, at least. So we're going to make our way back down here and head back to... Well, actually, I don't think I'm going to head back to the garage yet, because I want to walk around this island and see what all's over here. Because this side that I came up is the side that leads back to my garage, but I want to see what's on the other side of the island. So I'm going to go down over here, and I'm just going to kind of walk the edge of it and see what we can see. We might find some more animals. We might find some rabbits. That would be nice. There's a deer out there. See it? I can't kill it with the pistol, though. All I'll do is waste a shot. I know that because I've already tried, and it does not work. What is around here? Whoa, 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 whoa. There's a wolf. All right, let me pull my pistol out. Yeah, you better run. I don't know if the wolves will actually attack you on this mode. Maybe they will if you provoke them. But it seems like every time I see one, it runs away from me. Now, on the story mode, they will absolutely attack you. But on the survival mode, I don't know if they do or not. I know that they don't on the mode that I'm playing now, which is whatever mode you go into, what it's already set on. On that mode, they haven't been attacking me at all. I'm probably going to do an interloper. Interloper is the hardest level on survival. I'm probably going to do that next. It doesn't look like I'm going to be dying anytime soon, honestly, because I have so much stuff. I mean, I have food for months already. And it's so easy to get more on this mode. I mean, it's everywhere. So I don't see myself realistically dying anytime soon. So what I might do is, instead of playing this out for half of forever and not dying, I might, either after this video or maybe after the next video, maybe I'll do one where there's some rabbits and there's a wolf eating what looks like a rabbit. All right, so let's try to shoot this wolf and see what happens. See if I can get him to die. At the very least, maybe I can get the rabbit. All right, so I shot him and he ran away. He did not like that at all.
Stuff will come in handy.
We're going to steal this rabbit. Not a whole lot of meat, only 0.3, but we can get a hide and we can get guts, and that's important. Guts I can use to make more fishing line and to make my snares, and the hide I can use for different rabbit clothing. Now there's blood here on the ice, so I'm going to follow this blood trail and see if this wolf dies. Or if he just keeps running. Alright, where's the next? There they are. Gotta make sure I don't lose this guy. Just follow the blood. Because ideally, at the end of this blood trail will be a wolf laying on the ground dead. That would be sweet because I can also make wolf clothing. And I think that's really good. Never actually made it before, so I can't tell you for sure. So we're just following the blood trail, hoping that we come across the dead wolf. It's not a whole lot of blood. It's just drops here and there. So I don't know if a fatal wound will produce more blood, like on the Hunter Call the Wild game, or if all the blood just looks like that. But it doesn't look like he's stopping anytime soon. So we're just going to keep going until we get over here to the road, and then we'll head back to our garage. And if we see the wolf on the way, great. If we don't, then that's fine, because the blood is even way further apart now, to where I'm having trouble even finding the next spot. So what that would mean is that the bleeding is slowing considerably, which means that that is not a fatal wound whatsoever. Now, I'm only going by actual real-life experience. I don't know if that's the way it works on this game or not, but it would stand to reason that that's how it works. And I haven't seen blood in a while now, so I don't think that this wolf is going to be dead anywhere. Just kind of... Oh, there he is running. See him? Yeah, so he's fine. He's not even limping. He's not hurt at all. He's just hauling ass, so there's really no point tracking him any further. So we're going to make our way back over here to this road. And if I turn right on this road, I should be heading back in the direction of the garage, I think. Unless I got myself really turned around. But I think that's where the garage is over to the right. And I've got a lot of meat on me, so I got to get back over to the garage and start cooking it all up before it goes bad. Because that'd be a hell of a shame to have all this meat and it all go bad where I can't eat it. Now once I cook it, I can store it away and it'll last for a while before it deteriorates to the point where I can't eat it anymore. Now, if you were doing this in a real survival situation, what you'd want to do with your meat is you're going to want to cut it into very thin strips, and you're going to want to build a rack system above your fire. Like 3 or 4 feet above will be fine. You just don't want the actual flames hitting it, and you don't want it super, super hot, but you want it hot enough that it can dehydrate your meat because you're going to make jerky. And by doing that, your meat will last way longer than just normally cooking it. You can also build a smoker if you want, but that's a lot more work than just building the rack above the fire that you can slow cook that meat on and really dehydrate it down to make jerky. That's how the natives would make jerky back in the day. And then you would just store that stuff away in your pouch and eat it while you're out on the trail. Now, unfortunately, you're probably going to end up with flies and stuff like that on it a lot. I mean, that's just kind of the way it works out here. I hit the wrong button. That's all right. I'm reloading the 2 shots that I took, so I have a full gun again. Let me put this gun away before I accidentally shoot myself. Let's see what we can find in this vehicle. We got some crackers, a soda.
Could always use more food.
See, they're at 86. That's good. We got a soda here that is 25. I'm going to drink it but I probably shouldn't have. That's a risk. Newsprint, nothing in the glove box. Nope, there was a flare in the glove box. I'll take that. We'll check the visors for no apparent reason because there's never anything up here. I don't know why they give you the ability to check the visors if they're literally never going to put anything in them. At least I've never found anything under a visor. Some people might have that play this game, but I never have. Alright, so we got to force this open with our pry bar because it's locked. And we did that for nothing. So we're going to lift the hood up so that we know we've already searched this, and we're going to keep heading down the road. Right down here somewhere is where my garage should be. Hopefully I won't have to go too far. Because I kind of cut across the lake, but over there is where the house is that I was just at in the middle of the lake, so it shouldn't be too far before I get back to my garage. See, winter survival is possibly one of the most difficult survivals you're going to do. Simply because you gotta stay warm. It's so easy when you're out walking like this to get sweaty. And that is the absolute worst possible thing you could do. You sweat, you die. Because what happens when you sweat, your clothes get wet, and then the temperature drops when it gets dark, and you're wet, and you're shivering, you're cold, and you become hyperthermic, and you die. So you always want to take it easy. You don't ever want to be running around like crazy and working too hard to where you're sweating. Another problem with running around like crazy is you can end up getting injured. And something that is a small injury when you're at home could absolutely kill you out here. Even just a little cut on your finger or something like that. Something you wouldn't even think twice about at your house. If you're out in a place like this, it can end up getting infected and it can kill you. So you got to be really, really careful what you're doing. Check everything 3 times. Make sure you know exactly what you're doing before you cut anything, before you do anything that's dangerous. Make sure that you have everything the way you want it, because injury out here is way worse than injury at home. Alright, so we're back at our garage, and we have to get this fire going so that we can cook all this stuff up. Alright, that all looks good. Should I use accelerant? So I got a 75% chance of success without it. I think I'll just roll the dice and try to start the fire. 75% is pretty good. That means 3 out of 4 times this fire is going to start. See, and you never thought you'd use math in your life. When you were learning that stuff in school, you might have thought, man, this ain't never going to come in handy. I just use fractions and percentages. My math teacher would be proud of me. Alright, we got an hour and 7 minutes on the grill right now. So we're going to go ahead and, 32%, look at that. The trout's at 52%, so we'll cook this first. We got an hour and 3 minutes till that's ready, 56 minutes until that's boiled. Let's grab some coal and get ourselves a little bit more time on the barrel. Alright, we got 2 hours and 2 minutes now. So we're going to go to our Wilderness Kitchen book here, and we are going to research and make our cooking a little bit better. Alright, so we did 1 hour there. So this should be pretty much done now. Yep, that's cooked. So we're going to take that, and we're going to go ahead and put another piece of meat on the grill. We'll go ahead and throw this 32% moldy ass deer on there. Take our water, and we'll get more water boiling. Another 2 liters. We got 55 minutes for that, so we're going to go ahead and research for another hour. That'll be done when we are finished reading. Oh man, I didn't put more fuel on the fire. Damn it. Alright, I gotta start a fire again. That was dumb. So basically, I'm wasting matches now. Got the trout, we got rabbit, we got raw rabbit. Okay. So let me go ahead and get this fire started again. Grab some sticks. That was really dumb. I can't believe I did that. Only got a 55% chance with the cardboard matches. So it's basically a little bit better than 50-50. It didn't work. Let's try again. Theoretically, it should work this time. Because you got a 50-50 shot. That means 1 out of 2 times it should work.
Come on. Come on.
So let's see what happens. I'm hoping it works. That was really dumb. I did not have enough fuel in the fire to continue on like I was doing. That was not a smart move. Alright, I got another hour on the barrel here. So let's put another piece of the venison on. It's only got 20 minutes until it'll be ready. Got an hour and 15 on there. I'm going to go ahead and grab some more fuel. Another piece of coal. Put it on there. That should get me up for 2 hours and 12 minutes now. 16 more minutes on the venison. And 56 minutes until the water is boiled. I'm going to go put some of this water away that I already have on me, because I got a lot on me. Alright, let's go down here to the food. And let's store away some of this water. I got like 4.06 liters, so we're going to put in... I'm going to put in 4. What the hell? Because I'm boiling more, so... that'll be fine. 10 more minutes on the venison, and then we'll be ready to eat. Alright, so 1 more minute, and this deer is now done. So we're going to put, what else do I have to cook here? I got a raw rabbit, and I think that's it. So let's throw that rabbit on. That's only 13 minutes. And we're going to go through our food here and try to find the stuff that is in the worst condition, and that's what we're going to eat, because the stuff that's in the better condition we want to keep. So we're going to put away the stuff that's really high, and we are going to get out the stuff that's really low, and that's what we're going to be eating on first. This is just a way to extend our food supply. If we eat the stuff that's in the worst condition first, it won't go bad. The stuff that's in better condition has longer before it goes bad, so we can eat it later. That's the theory behind this. Alright, let's look in the second drawer. That ready? 2 more minutes. And let's see... I gotta go down here to food. Let's see what we can put away in here, because I filled up the other one. Alright, let's grab our rabbit. Got 24 minutes until the water is boiled. So let's cook something else. What do we got? We got really bad pork and beans. Ooh, really bad tomato soup too. Got coffee. I can make some coffee. Let's do that. Let's make some coffee while we're waiting on this, because I got an hour and a half on the barrel yet. Alright, our coffee is finished. So we take that and we're going to cook this really, really bad tomato soup. This is probably stupid, because this is really not good. It was like 26%, I think, if I remember correctly. So it's really not good to eat. But we're going to boil it up, and hopefully that'll improve it a little bit. But this is a very big risk. Alright. Our soup should be done. Our water is done, so we're going to go ahead and get that out and get another 2 liters boiling. Got 1 more minute on our soup. Alright, it is done, and it is hot. 36% is what it is. So we're going to eat it, but it might make us sick. Alright, let's go ahead and make some more coffee. We're going to need to eat again too, but the coffee I want to have some... Alright, the coffee is done. I want to have some coffee on hand. Because in case I'm out walking around and I need to wake up a little bit. So now we're going to eat these nasty old pork and beans. See how that does. Got 15 minutes on the pork and beans, 26 until the snow is melted, 38 on the barrel. Alright, our pork and beans are done. They're at 42%, so that's better than the soup was. So we're going to eat those. See how that does us. Alright, it warmed us up, definitely. Okay, we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and drink this milk too. Get us some more calories before we go to sleep. Drink this soda here probably and go ahead and finish hydrating. I don't want to drink coffee. It's at 92%. Could eat a stale chocolate bar. That's a, let's do that. That's at 62%. Get rid of some of this stuff that's not so good. And our meat is at 74. We'll eat a little bit of this.
Oh,
That should fill us all the way up. Oh, I got food poisoning. How did I get food poisoning from that? It was 74%. That's BS. Okay, so now I have food poisoning. So what we need to do is we need to take some of these antibiotics and hopefully that will cure us of our food poisoning. So now we have to sleep after we took our antibiotics and hopefully that will cure us. But we'll see. We're going to go ahead and drink some water, make sure we're nice and hydrated, and then we're going to sleep for a good amount of time. I have plenty of calories. I got almost 2,500 calories, so I can sleep for a good amount of time without having to worry. The sprain risk is healed. But our food poisoning did not heal, it doesn't look like. Go ahead and drink this nasty soda. I mean, why not? We're already poisoned, so. Not like we can get poisoned twice. I still have food poisoning, which sucks. It's going to take 10 hours to recover from that, is what it said. So it's just a matter of waiting it out. I'm going to go ahead and take an extra dose of antibiotics just in case, because I got a lot of them. Said that treatment did not do anything. Let's take another treatment. That treatment did not do anything. Okay. So either the first treatment I took is going to work, I just have to rest enough, or the antibiotics aren't working and I'm just have to rest enough. So we're just going to rest. My food poisoning has been healed. I am good to go. So our initial dose of antibiotics worked, and all we had to do was rest to finish healing. So now we are good to go again. We're going to make some of these Old Man Beard's wound dressings. Go ahead and use up some of this that I picked while I was out. Get that done. By the time we're done with it, hopefully it'll be full on daylight. And it won't be so dark in here. Alright, let's see what else we can do. We can make more hooks if we want to out of the scrap metal. That only takes 20 minutes. Let's go ahead and make another set of hooks. That way we're prepared for fishing. What else can I do? Nothing. I can do tinder plugs, but I can do that anywhere. I might as well go ahead and get it done while I'm here, though, right? Because I picked up all that newsprint. So we'll go ahead and do this and try to get the sun to come up fully. Looks like it's up fully. Yeah, it's a lot brighter in here now. Okay, over here is my gut pile. That's at 34%. My deer hide is at 34%, and my rabbit is at 56%. So once my guts are fully cured, I have to drop more too, all that stuff that I got when I was out. Once they're all fully cured, then I'll be able to start making snares and fishing line with them. And that will be very cool. Because fish is going to be a staple in this game. To keep you alive for a long period of time. I'm interested to see what the interloper is going to be like. I imagine you're not going to get all the food that I've been getting on this mode. As far as when you loot places and stuff. I imagine there's not going to be a ton of stuff. You'll probably have to do a lot more of picking cattails to eat and hunting and fishing. But I wonder what kind of tools you're going to have available. Are you still going to be able to get the gun and knives and hatchets and all that kind of stuff, or are you just going to kind of be without all that? I don't know. I've never played the interloper yet, so we will see when I get to it. I kind of hate to walk away from this because I'm doing so good on it, but at the same time, I might never die. Because I am in such good position right now. I have so much food, so much water. I have a nice warm place here I can hang out in. I mean, I could literally sit here for weeks on what I have without ever having to go outside again. And it's so easy just go into another house and I can loot a bunch more stuff to survive. So I don't know how interesting this is going to continue to be over time. So what I might do is, after this video or after the next video, I don't know yet, I might go ahead and start an interloper up. Now that might delete this one, so this might be going the way of the buffalo, but I'm really interested to check out the interloper because this mode here that you start on is way too easy. I mean, I have such an abundance of everything. I mean, there's just really no challenge to it at all. It's really just for having fun, I guess, if you like doing this kind of stuff and you don't want it to be really, really hard. But I'd like to kind of test myself and see how I would do on interloper. Now, I imagine on interloper, you're going to have to watch out for the wolves and everything, like you did on story mode. I think you'll probably end up dead from a wolf attack. But we'll just have to be really careful when we do it. But I'm kind of excited to give it a shot. So what I'm doing now is I'm just harvesting a lot of these extra clothes that I got that I'm not going to be wearing. I'm just kind of ripping them up and making cloth out of them and leather out of them and all that kind of stuff so that I can repair all my clothing when I need to. Really, it's just a way of wasting some time so I can get a little more tired so that I can sleep again. So that it'll be morning and then I can start fresh on a new day. I've got tons of food, so really there's no reason I would have to go out for anything. I have a ton of water, a ton of food, and a ton of fuel for my fire. So really, I don't even have to go outside. Let's go ahead and repair these socks. See if, well, I guess I failed. Let's try again. See how they're going to do when they're repaired. See if they're any better than what we already have. Because they're climbing socks. Yeah, they look like they are. So we'll go ahead and use those. Alright, so we have reached level 2 on cooking. That's kind of cool. Don't exactly know what that means, or if it's good or bad. I mean, I imagine it's good because you're gaining a level, but I don't know if it makes your cooking time less, or if it makes it improve more, or what. I don't know. So it's almost nighttime, but we're not even halfway down our fatigue level yet. But we're going to reach a point to where we're not going to be able to rip up any more stuff because it's going to be too dark. And in this game, if you can't see, I'm going to go ahead and switch this out because this is at 81%. If you can't see, you can't do that stuff. So I'm thinking we're pretty good now on everything. Yeah, everything looks pretty good now. So we're just going to kind of continue ripping up the extra stuff we have here. And then we'll put all this cloth away because we don't want to be carrying it all. So it looks like all we have left is this pair of socks. And I think I'm going to throw this down though. I don't think I want to get rid of the socks right away. And the boots too. I'll keep those for now. There's my pile of clothes. Alright, let's put away all of this cloth. Because I got like 70 pieces of cloth now in the container. And I've got 7 on me, I think. So we are in great shape for making bandages and for repairing our clothing. I mean, see, this is what I'm talking about. It's not even really a challenge anymore. Because I've already amassed such an abundance of materials that, I mean, I literally don't have to leave the shelter here for anything. I have everything I could possibly need. So we're going to go and get prepared for sleep again. And that'll be about all we're going to do this episode. So thank you guys for watching. And I will see you on the next one. Until I speak to you again. Love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye.